Alright, you ready for an intro?
Huh?
Are you ready for an intro?
Sure. Did you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're like screaming in my ears. What's going on, guys? Full Throttle Junkie here, and I am on the beautiful 2017 Africa Twin. And all that rattling and clunking and clinking you're hearing behind me is GreyThor on his trusty, wobbly, drunken giraffe KLR. So he's got his camera on him today. I'm going to steal the footage from him for today. Now, I am filming this before I've done the reveal video of the Africa Twin. So hopefully I get that filmed and taken care of, and I'll put a link up here somewhere for that video if I get it filmed and all that stuff. If not, then I'll just forget about it and leave it alone. So today we are heading towards St. Augustine on the bikes. The weather is kind of iffy. It's a little too windy to take the boat out. So we decided to hop on the bikes and head over to St. Augustine. We're probably going to get rained on, but hey, we're on adventure bikes, so who cares? Roll the intro.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not.
Okay, right behind you.
You ready?
Sure.
Little baby wheelie.
Just a little wee baby.
All right, so we are on our way to the Grilled Cheese Gallery in downtown St. Augustine. I want to head over to the forts, try to get a few pictures of the bikes with the fort in the background. I think that'd be a good thumbnail photo. So we don't really have any rhyme or reason to what we're doing today. We're just going out for a ride. So we're just gonna go visit the historic St. Augustine. I also brought my good camera with me too, so maybe I'll pull that out a little bit later on and get some B-roll footage of things.
So what's this grilled cheese place all about? They just got different cheeses, different breads.
Yeah, different grilled cheese, mac and cheese. I remember I've been there once when Mrs. Full Throttle and I came over here a few years ago. We came up with Frank. We rode up here and we stayed at the KOA campground up the road.
All right.
So we were walking around, I found it. I was like, oh, grilled cheese. And then today he made the suggestion of going to St. Augustine. And I was like, oh, I remember the grilled cheese place. So that's where we're going.
Yeah, right on. I don't come over here that often. Only if I need something that's like the hobby store, just a couple things that our town doesn't really have. I know when my mom broke her arm, we would come out here because they have a specialist. They have a pretty good medical center over here that we came to. If you have anything like hyper specialized, it's all over here for medical stuff. We just have basic hospital and care centers in Palaka.
They can plug a bullet wound.
Yeah. Well, that you go to your neighbor.
So how's the old trusty steed treating you lately, Jess? Or GreyThor, or whatever the hell you want to be called?
Everything is good. I'm rocking all the new upgrades as of recent. I went for a little bit more street bias tire. I got the steel braided brake lines. Actually, I really like the steel braided brake lines. That is actually a great improvement.
Yeah, you don't have that spongy brake anymore on the front.
Do not have the spongy brakes. When I tap it, it actually just grabs those pads real good. I'm also rocking, I geared it up with the sprocket so that I'm running a lower RPM now.
A 16 tooth front sprocket.
16 tooth, sure. I just buy things. I'm not a...
I know. You just buy what I tell you to put on it. But everything I've told you to put on it has been pretty spot on, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think the bike's been running great. The new, I think, I want to say they're Michelin tires. I got them
they're
from...
Shinkos. You got the Shinkos. I think those are like the 80... I don't know.
They're the less aggressive ones.
Trailmaster, Shinko 705 is the front. Shinko 705s. But yeah, no, more street biased, I mean. But there is still a little bit of grip on them for some off-road stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we went on the gravel road the other day. No problem. I ride it through my yard, no problem. But it's just a little smoother ride running down the highway. Feels a little bit more grippy in the corners.
I don't think it feels more grippy. I think it just gives you a slight bit more confidence.
Yeah, possibly.
I forgot what tires you had on it before, but...
whatever the next level of aggression for the Shinko is, I think it's like...
805.
805, yeah. I never went for the big block tire. I went for the one that had the heavy V tread. I never went for the full square block style tires on this bike anyways. I remember you got them on your the first KLR you got, and I wasn't super impressed. Not just for the style of riding that I do.
How quickly they wore out too.
They did go pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how long these ones last, but I really haven't put that much many miles on it. Had our buddy down at Hex Moto throw the tires on for me, and then we put them back on the bike.
Yeah, I went to Cycle Gear and they popped my tube. You remember that, the worst camping trip? We gotta see how long it's been. That's when you got those tires, right?
After that, yeah.
Right after that.
Right after that, yeah. I've probably had these tires on for a year.
But you haven't ridden it, though.
But I haven't ridden it, no. After last year's riding season, I put the new tires on. But, Bye-bye! Yes. He is much faster than me. I really like the Africa Twin. Definitely, I got to hop on it the other day for a minute. Just putting around. I am what do the kids call it? I'm a short king. So it's a bit of a tall bike, but in the lowest seat position, I was able to ride it.
Tiptoe it.
I was tiptoeing.
But this is an aftermarket seat, so...
That's also true.
I think it is slightly taller than the factory one. There we go. All right, so we just had lunch at Grilled Cheese Gallery. That place is, what'd you think of it?
I think it was great. You can't beat it.
Definitely worth going to check that out. So
Cool people, cool little spot.
this car is trying to hit us as we're vlogging. That's so, I'm always weird about vlogging in public, walking around. It's easier with the camera on my helmet, but so we're gonna walk around. We're gonna go check.
I think the live streaming NPC thing is weird.
So we're gonna go check out the fort and a couple other shops and stuff like that. So yeah.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. I'll find you in
Alright, well, we're gonna try heading into this Shipwreck Museum and see if they'll let me record in there, but if not, I'm still gonna go in, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, so $20 one.
Think about getting a coin? Get some treasures.
Hard to pick anything out. This one's not bad. I like that it's got the little cross on it.
Yeah, that's the Spanish stamp.
That one's not terrible. It doesn't look good, but
Well, it's been underwater for how many years? Hundreds of years, and they pull it out and clean it up a little bit, so.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
These two pieces right here, they are actually not from a shipwreck. They are from Spain. They are about 250 to 300 years old. So when they are separated, they will supposedly burn the place to the ground. Only when they are separated. The first church separated them and put them in those little alcoves. Church burned to the ground. Put it in another one. Same thing happened. And then the churches were like, okay, we're done with this. So a gentleman took them home and it burnt his house to the ground, supposedly with his whole family in it. And my ghost won't let me touch them. So there they sit now.
Together.
Together.
For eternity.
Yes. And this cross is made out of wood.
Is that a wood?
Yes. And that shouldn't be here regardless.
300 years later.
Right. And then to add 3 fires to it is just...
right.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing standing, yeah.
I mean, but there's been so many stories of churches burning, and like that one picture, you know what I mean, doesn't burn.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was the Shipwreck Museum. A lot of cool artifacts in there, some actual stuff from the Etosha, the Titanic. I love stuff like that. I actually have a coin from the Etosha that I got from my neighbor. So, pretty cool stuff in there. And then those two haunted pieces that if you separate them, it's going to burn down the entire building.
Made of wood.
Made of wood. It's 300 something years old. So
survived 3 fires.
Yeah, survived 3 fires. So we're gonna probably go get some boba because I am a child, and then probably pack up the bikes and head out of here because we only have a few hours left of time on our parking spot. So we'll head out there. I'll try to circle around and get the bike in front of the fort and get a picture of that. So use that as a thumbnail. The bike's in front of it. So let's go check out some boba.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and put that Shipwreck Museum down in the description, a link to their website or something, because they were pretty cool. They were like, yeah, film all you want. And because at first they asked me, yeah, they gave me a they asked me, they were like, well, what's it for? You know, I'm like, well, don't worry, I'm not an auditor. One of those, oh, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. No, I ask for permission when I go into places to film. So yeah. Anymore.
You guys are driving, I'm just here. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, sorry.
You're all right. You're good, guys.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Man, that's one thing is like with this camera I'm walking around, I figured, you know, thought we'd run into some people that were like, oh, you can't film, but actually everyone's been really kind about it.
No, you gotta realize those guys go to like really small towns that aren't used to having outsiders. Like they don't. This is a highly tourist spot. Everybody has cameras here.
True, but nah, like people just ducking out of the way for no reason.
Those guys purposely go and they dress a certain way that they look very ominous. You know, we're walking around. We look like tourist cameras. They're like masked up and got like 15 cameras hanging off of them.
Oh, St. Augustine.
1565.
And we're going back by the gallery again. Get another grilled cheese. That was delicious.